Field at Mile High. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Chicago Bears. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, baby.
They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
From the 30 on second down, Jackson eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Third play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
In your face.
From the gun, Jackson. And Robinson with a big catch. A good pickup, 17 yards and a Bear first down. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300.
Like we're watching here are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
He's got his tight end, Burton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 30. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. They run with David Montgomery, the 3rd-round pick from Iowa State. And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Let's go, D.
On first down, it's Cohen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
You got it. You got it.
Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Allen. He's at the 50, 30, 20, 10, 5, and he will score. Touchdown, Denver.
Now, that was a beautiful play. A pick six. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
McManus's point after is good, and that makes the score 7-0. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now.
He rifles one that's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay. Back of the end zone, could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
In this situation, it's really tough to figure out how to defend because they have plenty of room to still take deep shots at the end zone as they just did there. Yet at the same time, you've got to be ready for the short throw. In this case, when you see the cue that they're going for the end zone, retreat and make sure you have a way to play forward, back towards the receiver, and have a chance to bat the ball away as they did there.
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is just taking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. They go play action now. Jackson. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Here's Jackson to throw. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
The throw down the field, caught by his running back. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Going up top for Miller. That's going to be caught. That one good for 37 yards. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other and not in a good way, oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover him. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Block working out of the gun. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. He was looking to go back to Sutton there, but now it's 3rd and goal. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down, 3 yards in the wrong direction. The kick by McManus is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air. There's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it up. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Too bad.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Lock. Stepping up. He's going to keep it. Apart from Kyler Murray, not too many mobile QBs in this year's rookie class, but some good scrambling there to get the first. Lock now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up, Roquan Smith, as he gets the sack. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll head to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL in this 2nd week of the regular season. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. third and long. Lock. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? That definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, 94 yards, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Bravo.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. He's got his tight end, Jake Butt. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there are more people there to get him down.
Going deep this time for Miller. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And this is Gabriel on the catch. A first down there on a pickup of 25. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Throwing now is Locke. The completion to Riddle. 19 yards there on the catch and run. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. From the right hash, this from an even 40 yards out. So a late turnover leads to a quick drive, and in turn that quick drive leads to 3 points.
So someone makes a mistake, but how about the other side learning from that mistake, taking care of the ball, and making sure they put some points on the board? Well done.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
You draw quarters.
From the 41, Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Locke trying again after the pick-6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Eddie Goldman with a sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And they will elect to decline the penalty.
Everything turned out the way they wanted it to. No sense in even having to take that one. Hence the decline.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And all the way down to the 40-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 42 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Locke. That's complete to Jake Butt. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Locke now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Lindsey. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He completes this into the hands of Miller. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
No gain on the dump off. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now it's Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. So they're back at the 7 now for 3rd and goal.
Check. Hey, wahoo! Ready?
Lock now on 3rd and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have bogged down, he's been automatic out there. So nice to have a kicker you can count on to put points on the board.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 39, Jackson. Open man, Taylor Gabriel. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Grant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
It's just me and you.
They will run with Grant. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. Quick throw here caught by Gabriel. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 3rd down, Jackson. That is caught by Cohen. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Come out the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chain. And that's caught for a Bear touchdown. It's the tight end, Trey Burton. Trey Burton, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Bears have taken the lead. Marr now to add the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk-reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. A big spot now for the rookie lock. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, they had the right down and the definite distance to take a shot downfield, but it didn't work out the way that they had envisioned.
No, that's a situation where if you take a sack close to the line of scrimmage, it's not that bad, but a loss like that, you can't take a sack there.
Yeah, absolutely. The one thing you cannot do, they did.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. Find him. Find him.
And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a 1-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
They try again with Cohen. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Quick pass out to Miller. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 27-yard line. Set. Three ball.
From the gun, Jackson. That's caught by Montgomery.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Cohen, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a one-point game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Roquan Smith in there to take him down, and the clock will roll.
Ready? 60 outlaw. Hey, Zoo.
Tight end right. We got 4. We got 4. Mike 4. Mike 4. I don't even know why.
Get it.
Lock to throw. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die fourth down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They're just brimming with it right now.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down.
3 down. 3 down. Mike 38. Mike 38. Mike 38.
Hey. We want it. Come to my work.
Lock going to go on fourth down. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. Instead, it's incomplete. Boy, that really could have turned this one upside down. It's first and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Off the toss, Cohen. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year, as the Bears push further out in front. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that will ensure that it will take a touchdown and a 2-point conversion to tie it. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's into the end zone. No flags. It's a touchdown. And now a 2-point conversion. And we'll be tied here in the final minute.
Do they have one big call left? Here we go.
Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throwing now is Jackson. Steps away to his left. Looking deep for Gabriel. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Cohen. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
At this stage, you've got to hustle. Got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
I can't believe they even let you play. Slam.
Again, it's Cohen. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of Brett Maher. This will be from oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for the game-winning score with no time left on the clock. We talk about it a lot. One of the dangers of the long field goal, you got to kind of hit it low and drive it. That makes it susceptible to a block here. Not only do they block it, they return it.
And how about how well they did on the return, where they didn't create a penalty. Oftentimes in that type of a scrambling situation, someone will clip, someone will block below the waist.